Welcome to the special edition of VOA, all the way from Doha, Qatar. This is a special for World Cup 2022. This is the time we're going to look into what has happened so far. My name is Shomari.
And I'm Kahli, Abdu. Welcome to the program.
Yes, in this edition, we'll be looking to what has happened so far for the African teams. Have they do what they're expected to do? Upsets. What is happening? This is so far called the World Cup of surprises. So many surprises that we have seen so far. Kahli Abdu, my colleague, please tell me, so far we have seen so many surprises. What have you observed so far?
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned the upsets. Obviously, Argentina, Saudi Arabia is the biggest one. Nobody expected Saudi Arabia to come and take the 3 points. Nobody, right. Some people didn't expect, like we saw the fans, they didn't expect even a point. Right. But not only did they get a point, they got all three. Yeah. It was amazing to watch.
It was amazing to watch. Okay, we'll come to that. But in the meantime, I just want us to look into the performance. Okay, so far, the performance of all the 5 African nations that have played. Yeah. And what is the observation here? Are they living up to the fans' thinking? And what is the powerhouses of Africa, Cameroon, Ghana, what are they doing so far? Morocco, Tunisia. Yeah. So maybe for you, Kahli, you have seen those few games so far. And what have you observed, you think?
Tunisia, Morocco have held their own. You know, they've done well so far. They've gone points to the board. Senegal, I've been disappointed. Obviously, you know, the talking points were all about Sadio Mane. Mm-hmm. Everybody was just curious what Senegal would do, and they started decently, but then they kind of fell apart at the end there, and you know, they lost the game, and obviously we just saw Cameroon lose. So they're not doing so well. You know, I expected a lot more, at least even in terms of their style of play. I expected to see more, you know, just attacking football from them, but they were really cautious,
But you see, some people are saying that they were expecting Sadio Mane to be there, but because of his absence, they thought Ismail Assar will be there and he will live up to the promise. However, maybe we didn't see so much of that. Yeah. And the people I know, when I spoke to them, analysts were talking about Senegal has a very deep squad, which means there shouldn't be any problems. But apparently, we saw the gap.
Yeah.
Mane is out, the gap is seen. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was a strange game, even for the Netherlands, because the Netherlands are a really good team right now under Louis van Gaal. But I think they were sizing each other up a little too much and playing so cautiously, and Senegal never got out that shell. So there's really talented players. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of people thinking without Sadio Mane, they won't be as good. But I felt there's enough talented players in our squad that they should do something. But they just never came out their shell. And
if I can say, if you remember the second goal, that was totally up to Mendy and Koulibaly.
Right.
I mean, they could have done something about it.
Yeah, you could say that some people blame Mendy actually for both goals.
Okay.
So maybe, you know, there's a bit of a lack of form on Mendy's part from the club games spilling over into this tournament. But I want to give them a chance and see what they do in the next game, because, you know, they all have a chance to redeem themselves. So let's see what happens in the next game for Senegal, for sure.
Absolutely. And looking into Cameroon, Ringo Batsong was like, what is going on here? Yeah. He was showing upset. He ought to be upset, absolutely. I know there are players in that team. I didn't see the goal scorer, Vincent Abubakar. He didn't come until after the 70th minute. Right. What was that about?
I mean, Rigobert's song isn't too experienced, as we know. He's still a new coach. So we have to wait to see how his tactics evolve. But they started well. You know, they started well in this game. They created chances. But again, with these types of tournaments, it's a 90-minute game battle. So they needed to show a little bit more in the span of 90 minutes, which they failed to do. And Switzerland, which is a really, really good team, managed to do it in the second half. And tactically, I don't understand what he was thinking, but he chose Choupo-Moting over Abubakar, which, as you know, Choupo-Moting is a really, really good player.
It is.
And Choupo-Moting showed his class, you know. So you could justify him starting over Abubakar. However, just as a team, they failed to do it. I wasn't impressed by their dynamic, you know. I want to see attacking football from African teams, and so far I'm only seeing it from Morocco, and I'm seeing something from Tunisia as well, but the West African teams have just failed to turn up so far for me.
And you know, Andre Onana, the goalkeeper of Cameroon, the way I saw him today, he turned out to be a midfielder.
Virtually playing the midfield. So yeah,
he came in and helped.
It was strange tactics, but you know,
I'm surprised why they couldn't make it. I mean, make use of that.
I think you just have to give credit to Switzerland.
Right.
It's more or less that Switzerland.
You got Shaka there. You got Shaqiri.
Switzerland are a really good team
as
opposed to Cameroon being so bad. So we got to give credit to the Swiss.
Absolutely,
for sure.
They're a good team for sure. And I think, well, maybe Cameroon will do something facing Serbia, Brazil.
I don't
because
know.
It's a World Cup of surprises.
I don't know.
Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
This was a game to at least grab a point.
I know.
Yeah.
You needed that.
Yeah, they needed that.
Sure. Tell me about performance of Morocco. Morocco have shown some game, you know?
Beautiful. They had every chance to win. I saw a really good performance from Morocco. I love Morocco right now. You remember in our first broadcast, I was saying 2-0 to Croatia. That's no disrespect to Morocco. It was more so because of Croatia's pedigree, because I know what Croatia
These
have
are
done.
World Cup finalists last time.
Yes, absolutely. So, but Croatia were terrified. They didn't want to leave any gaps. And Morocco, amazing performance.
And you know, you saw that performance, that fullback, right fullback?
Yes, Hakimi.
Hakimi?
Yeah.
World class.
World class, yeah. I think...
people were talking about online that he embarrassed Luka Modric.
Yeah, maybe your team
should... At some point, he had to pull his shirt.
Your team, Liverpool, should bid for him. You need him.
Look for that. Hey, I still like Alexander-Arnold. No question about it. So if there's a competition, that's fine. Why not, you know? Yeah. Hakimi is a very, very bright player.
Excellent player.
Absolutely bright player. Yeah. And as we go, what about Tunisia's chances? What do you think about Tunisia so far? And I think Tunisia, when they came into the game, they showed some mental, some capacity, some power, and also they have a lot of backing. Did you see how many fans were in the stadium?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we even met them on the streets.
Absolutely.
Saying there's so many Tunisians in this country that they are supporting their team, and they feel when they play, they're just like at home.
True. I think that has to do a lot with their confidence. For sure, they know they have a lot of fans here. Yeah. They have a lot of local support, so that's always a great thing. I think they have a great chance, same as Morocco. You know, they're passionate, they play really good football, so why not?
Why not? You're right, why not? And looking forward to the upcoming games, I think Senegal will redeem themselves. Although it's not going to be easy,
right? As
you always say, in World Cup, there is no an easy team.
Right.
So, my prediction, I think, they will win 1-0.
Senegal? Yeah. I don't know. I have seen a team that isn't so comfortable or confident, but let's wait and see. I'll maybe give them a draw, you know, and I hope they prove me wrong, just like Morocco did.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, Ghana are still, you know, a team that is that a lot of people are looking at. So let's hope that Ghana represent the continent well as well.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
They have a tough work to do. You know, Ronaldo is mad right now.
Yeah,
and
he needs a
wants to
team,
prove-
so he needs a team. So watch out, Ghana. Yeah,
he wants to prove something, right?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think we'll see what happens in the coming games, in the coming days. And anything that you have in prediction for the other games? Anyone?
You know, I wanted to actually even talk about England USA, which is a huge game for us in
Absolutely
the
huge
States.
game.
Everybody's looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say I hope the US can squeeze a good 1-0, but you know the English attack's one of the best attacks in the entire tournament. So
Yes.
it'll be a really difficult game, but you know, let's hope that the USA can come and get something from that game as well.
Team where? Hopefully, can he do it
Yeah,
again?
I think so.
Yeah.
By extension, he's to represent the continent as well. So
Yeah.
you know, Africa all the way.
Yeah. So hopefully, team can do something on the game.
Yeah.
We're looking forward. Also, there's another game that will be great to watch. Iran, Wales.
Yeah.
Iran have to redeem themselves right now.
Right.
And Wales want to keep going.
Right. Wales were lucky to get a point.
Right.
Iran unlucky because they showed some glimpses of what they can do in the second half. The first half they were also in their shell, but you kind of see a team in there. And Carlos Queiroz is an amazing coach. So yeah, that would be another good one to watch for sure.
And I remember you met some guys from Wales.
Yeah.
They were telling you.
They, you know, they didn't want to speak because they were a little, I don't want to say they were embarrassed, but they weren't too pleased because they knew that they were lucky to have gotten a point. So, you know, this is the beauty of the World Cup, you know. Some will lose, some will win, and, you know, this is what we're here for. So it'll be a good game to watch.
Absolutely great game to watch, and we are looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So I guess till next time we'll have something else.
Well,
You
before
have something to do?
we close, we definitely should talk about the upsets because
Absolutely.
you never saw Saudi Arabia winning.
Never.
Never. But you also never saw Japan winning, did you?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I spoke to
it's
people
amazing.
who I met in the streets and asked them about what they think about Saudi Arabia. And what they said is, we're just trying to reduce the number of goals.
Yeah.
It could be 5, it could be 4. Reflecting what happened to Iran, they
Yeah.
said, it's going to be maybe 7.
But now the tune has changed.
Now
right?
the tune has changed
Now the
completely.
fans were saying Messi who? Who's Messi, right? And I
Exactly.
love that.
Yeah.
I saw a clip real quick before we go. The coach, Saudi coach, is amazing. I saw a clip of him really instilling passion into the team. And the players matched that passion that he has, and they played like him. So they just need to continue in that vein, and same thing with Japan, you know.
And just to remind you that also to add into that coach had coached Cameroon before.
He's coached
The
some
Saudi-
African teams, and
South African teams, yeah.
he's won 2 African Cup of Nations
See?
tournaments. So he has a lot of experience.
Right.
Like he definitely is a guy to watch for sure in the future.
Absolutely. He's a guy to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think we are going to have some players ready for the Golden Boot.
Absolutely. Bukayo Saka so far.
So far,
2 goals. Olivier Giroud 2 goals. And let's wait and see. Brazil are about to play. Oh,
Brazil.
sorry, Spain
Spain
have registered
7
the
goals.
most goals. So I think Ferran Torres has
Ferran Torres
2
did.
goals.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is definitely a team to watch.
And
Spain.
not to forget, history was made in this game. Gavi, the youngest player to score a goal
Absolutely.
since Pele in 1958.
Absolutely.
Pele was 17, he's 18.
Right.
And in this tournament, he's the youngest.
Right.
History in the making, for
Right,
sure.
absolutely. Yeah, it's so far a beautiful tournament. You know, and I think there's still a lot more surprises to come.
So, for that note, you mentioned surprises. I would say we'll close with that note.
Absolutely.
Looking forward for so many surprises to come. We thank you so much for joining us all the way from Doha, Qatar, VOA special edition My name is Sunday Shomari, and my colleague,
Kahli Abdu.
thank you for watching. Have a very good day.